Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our planning report. Our team was tasked with creating a machine to expel Dementors, retrieve shiny objects, avoid Nifflers, and imprison Grindelwald.
To tackle the aforementioned tasks, our team developed a house of quality to display out customer requirements associated with their objective to win the competition. We determined that the most poignant engineering requirements for the HOQ were Dementor displacement and minimum reach to Azkaban. As evidenced by their relative weights of 13% and 11% respectively, these requirements are important because they determine our ability to expel Dementors and interact with the shiny objects and Nifflers as well as imprison Grindelwald. Design goals and expected evolution.
Shown is a specification sheet which displays the engineering requirements from the House of Quality in addition to other specifications that are important to our machine design. Highlighted is the maximum allowed dimensions of the machine, the minimum load capacity required to complete the tasks, and the budget restriction that we were given. These specifications were determined to be the most important in terms of the assignment requirements.
Since we are the customer, the main objective is to win the competition. We want to accumulate as many points as possible while avoiding negative points. For example, shiny objects are positive points while Nifflers are negative points. However, imprisoning Grindelwald rewards the most points, so there are several sub-functions to effectively carry out that task.
Morphological chart. Here's the morph chart for the design project. It's a good place to outline various alternative design ideas for each aspect of the final machine. The leftmost column contains the sub-functions from the function tree. I would like to highlight the scissor arm and draw slide methods as promising solutions for reaching Grindelwald, as well as noting the end effector in column 4 as a strong contender for carrying and releasing Grindelwald. Here, I would like to point out the various methods of collecting shiny objects and mention that there is not really a clear contender for the final design. This next slide deals with the reach, collection, and removal of the Dementor. An interesting fact to note here is that many designs involve using mousetraps as a claw to grab the Dementor. This method will more than likely be the most effective way to deal with the Dementor. This is the planning tree our design team used to help us wrap our heads around all of the little factors involved with completing the final design project. Although each sub-function is important, we believe that the most difficult and time-consuming part of the process will be producing a prototype, as we will undoubtedly need to continually reassess our design.
In addition to the planning tree, the Gantt chart provides a plan for the future. It allows the team to effectively manage our time and organize our work. For example, in the past, we were able to plan when to work on the engineering tools and the physical design for each stage. The next stage in the competition, imprisoning Grindelwald while aggressing successfully, has already been accounted for on the chart. Also, all the tasks for the final section were prioritized in a certain manner to allow effective and efficient production.
As seen here, the prioritization matrix visualizes the priority levels associated with the tasks found on the leftmost column of the matrix. Purchasing building materials and creating a CAD model are the two highest level priorities with the weights of 55 and 51 respectively. However, because the purchased building materials are heavily dependent on the design, it is highly beneficial to complete the CAD model before purchasing the materials.
Our group crafted a responsibility matrix to help us delegate tasks based on the individual skills of our members. Primary and secondary responsibilities were assigned based on the strengths of the responsible individual, and hopefully this will increase overall group efficacy. Needs to know personnel were chosen based on how their tasks correlate with the tasks of the aforementioned responsible members. As previously mentioned by the prioritization matrix, apart from actually purchasing the building materials, designing CAD models and assembly and testing of mechatronics and machinery are the most important tasks. Ensuring ample support and time management strategies for our testing specialists will be key to success, as well as providing adequate feedback for our CAD specialists.
In conclusion, the function tree, morph chart, and specification sheets proved to be extremely useful tools for the completion of this assignment. Time management also proved to be extremely crucial, as integrating all 3 tasks into one machine required us to delegate specific tasks to specific times. Thank you for listening, and we will be glad to answer any questions.